The doctor will see you now.
What's happening, kids? Good to see all my regular folks in. Who we got? Shield. Oh, there's Bruce. He's doing and his. Oh, the Bruce Campbell impression. Okay, I got you. James, how you doing, buddy? Just want to let you know I see you. There's GW. Gear Freak. That's Gil. I've seen Gear Freak before, but I didn't know that was Gil. Did you, Ed?
No, I did not.
Yeah. So we know it's his trans testicle name. Tim, what's happening, buddy? Down in Alabama. I met my wife and sister down there. This one and the same person.
Wait. You can't just say wife and sister. They're not the same person.
It is the same person.
No. Your wife and sister? Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. There's me ruining the joke. Oh.
Yeah, I hadn't seen my
Dumbass.
sister. I hadn't seen my sister in about 20 years, and ran into her down in Alabama and stuff. And we finally figured, hey, we have enough in common, naturally. So there you go. Not that, well, she looks a lot like me, so that's why I went that way. The narcissist in me.
Dr. Oz just recently released a statement that as long as you're not first cousins, as long as you're farther away from first cousins,
yeah, then everything's good.
And you can even have the same grandmother.
Ooh.
That's what Dr. Oz thinks.
Well, that's Dr. Oz.
Yeah, he's proven to be a very intelligent person.
Now, is that the guy that likes talking about pee like on every show?
Well, I'm not sure, but I would probably guess yeah.
There's Bill Hill. What's happening, buddy? David from Indianapolis. I'm going to Indy, let's see, on the 5th. So, Bill, if you want to meet up somewhere and go hit the Waffle House or something, and let me know. I have nothing. I have no life. So, TC, let's see. Just thought of the possibilities. Gotcha. Okay, buddy. Let's see. Oh, good God. I had somebody write into me, and it was only one person, but they said, Scott, I'm on the fence about whether I'm ever going to watch you again or not, because seems like this whole thing has this whole podcast or whatever. He goes, it's just a glorified garage sale for your guitars.
Well, butt hurt or what?
Butt hurt. My mercy. Hey, speaking of which, sold a Telecaster today. Hey, let's talk about some more guitars that are for sale. Get that person out of here.
You got any clip-on tuners for sale?
I've got a clip-on penis.
Oh, geez.
Or snap-on tools.
Snap-on tool.
That always just cracked me the hell up when I'd see that truck. I know
the snap-on truck broke down. Well, I used to work in a car dealership.
Uh-huh.
And the snap-on truck broke down. And the mechanic went out there and he goes, hey, man, he goes, I'll fix your truck for you for $50 a week for the next 10 years.
Do what?
Snap-on tools, they'll always sell them to you for $50 a week or $50 a month for the next 10 years.
Really?
Oh, they're expensive as hell.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we all laughed. The Snap-on guy didn't think it was too funny.
Duncan don't know about the Snap-on truck.
I know very well about Snap-on.
You do?
I do.
Well,
yeah.
ours actually,
we get it over here. We just don't buy it.
Ours actually wasn't the Snap-on truck. It was the Mac tool truck.
Oh.
The
Gotcha.
Snap-on truck wouldn't come to our dealership because he got in a fight with the parts manager or some shit over some tools. They got in a fight, so the Snap-on truck quit coming to our dealership, but the Mac guy did.
Hey, look, it's the queen. It's a lizard woman.
She's coming back.
Yeah, she will be back. She's just off into outer space right now. Because I'm back from outer space. Oh, I've got disco on my mind now. Watch out.
Disco here and that go
disco
there.
I was wondering if you're gonna get there before I did. So was my wife.
Yeah, John Pearson, he said he learned his lesson on the Snap-on shit.
What the hell? Did I put my hand right on the lens? Hang on, kids. I'm all fuzzy looking. You want to see my nipples? I could put that right at my shirt. Okay. No, I'll show you those some other day. I'll leave it at that. Okay. We all went starfish hunting right before we came online here. Does anybody know what were we asking for, or how many what was in the starfish? Were we asking how many legs it had?
Yeah, you said you got a starfish, and I wasn't know how many legs your starfish had.
Normally 5. Have you ever seen one of them suckers walk?
Yeah.
Up on the beach, and they can move, man. You get them out there, they can flip and move. I don't know why I know such things, but yeah.
Not surprising if they've got 5 legs.
How about the what's them man of war?
Portuguese man of war.
I'm sorry?
Portuguese man of war.
The blue is that the blue one?
Well, they're multicolored. They're
the ones that wash up on the beach that are about a little under baseball size.
No, those little blue ones, I forget what they're called. They're supposed to be toxic as hell.
Yeah, they are. Did you ever go up and down the beach and put on a thong? No, you were wearing a thong already.
No.
What do you call the shoes? But anyway, just walk along on the beach and just step on them.
Flip-flops.
Listen, yeah, and step on those jellyfish and listen to them pop.
Well, I found out that you're supposed to pee on a jellyfish sting, not a jelly stain. So I have to apologize to the lady at the Waffle House.
Oh, hell. Gave her a golden shower, eh? Let's see. I'm looking around. We still got David from Indy. Nobody's been yakking much. Oh, screw Dr. Oz, AHHS. Nice. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to catch up. Yeah, don't forget, guys, you got Duncan and Ed both to talk to when I'm over here reading. So.
Well, don't talk to us. We got nothing to do. We got nothing to say.
Yeah, well, we have to read too.
Okay, I'm not letting anything. What should I say? I'm not gonna.
Right.
I'm not expanding on this, but TC. You see his comment, you guys?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll just leave it at that.
Delta 4 1212 has a question. What old man wisdom have you learned from gigging as a lifelong musician?
God, what would you like to know about?
Learn a trade.
Yeah, get a different job. I'll tell you what. I have never, ever in my particular life had a job and played music at the same time. So how's that for weird? It's not like I would work and then go play a gig, and then come back and sleep for a little bit, then go work again. And it's always been
one or the other.
playing 6-7 nights a week or being on the road. Let me check, see what old man wisdom have you learned from gigging as a lifetime musician? People are strange. Doesn't matter whether it's your bandmates, which usually they're the strangest ones of all. It's like trying to be a polygamist. It's like you're married to 4 or 5 other people, and you're a homo.
We were having this discussion. The other day.
The same one?
A friend of mine that is a drummer in a band of friends of mine fell off a ladder and broke 2 ribs and had to cancel a gig, and he was going to play at a winery with my brother and his partner, the sax player, and he's the one that booked the gig, but he couldn't play it because he was in too much pain. And so my brother and Brad played the gig alone, which was fine. Nobody cared.
Right.
And, they got paid and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And at open mic night Wednesday night, Scott, the drummer, showed up. Scott, coincidentally, Scott Train, he owns an insurance company.
Okay.
And I made the joke. I said, I heard you're into ladder diving. And he said, oh, God. And we got into this conversation that, he's playing with 4 or 5 different arrangements of people.
Right.
And he kind of fucked all of them for a couple days because he couldn't play. And some of them could actually go out and do it. The rock band he was in, they had to cancel because they can't play without a drummer. They couldn't find somebody to fill in that quick. And we were laughing because we were like, you're playing with 4 or 5 different groups. Jesus Christ, back in the old days, you'd have guys wanting to kill you. What are you doing playing with those guys? What, you're quitting our band now? You'd go to a jam session with somebody and your bandmates would find out and they'd go, what are you going to go play with them now? It's like, I went to a freaking party, man. I went to a jam session. What are you talking about? Now, as you get older, it's like, you don't even ask. You don't even think about it. And the comment was, it's not a marriage.
Yours is.
Well, mine is. Yeah, I made that joke too. I said, unless it's this,
For anybody that don't know, his wife plays bass in his band. And hell, you're damn near married to the drummer. You've had the same drummer for what, 20 years?
40.
40?
I'm 62. We started playing with him when I was 22.
Well, if you started playing with him back then,
how
old were you when he actually
with us? There were times that I wasn't in a band with him. I was in a band with somebody else. But
okay.
But consistently over the years, it's always come back around to Fred. I mean, we started playing together 40 years ago.
Wow, man. Oh, okay. Yeah, when I was talking about the whole band thing and this is different than Ed's situation. The main thing I learned as far as old man wisdom, then I'll hit the thing about the sound guy. What I have found to be the grooviest thing for me, which I did for a while, was to simply start playing with backing tracks and leave human beings out of the equation. It's just, God, it's so much easier. It's a beautiful thing. They never show up late. They never bang your wife. They're never drunk. They're never, It's just you. The song starts when you want to, blah, blah, blah. Even if you break a string, you can still continue. Just put on a new one as the song's going and you're singing. And if I would have known how to do that or had the ability, because it would have been cassette tapes back when, wouldn't have done that. But as soon as computers came out and started being stable, yeah, it's like the best thing that ever happened. They're talking about sound men. Don't piss off the sound guy. Yeah, it depends. If there is a good mix out there, I have found this out. If you do piss off the sound guy, or get close to it, like say you're actually playing, it sounds good, you have a beef with him, then when everything sounds great, blah, 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 kick his ass in the parking lot during a break. And, basically put him in ICU, and then just let it all sit the way it is. And, just turn up a little bit when your solo comes up and everything should be fine. You don't have to pay the sumbitch. And I just hate sound men. I love being a sound man, but I generally
how many times has your ass been kicked?
In relationship to music?
Well, yeah,
Never.
as a sound man.
Never. But what I have had to do, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it or not, but when doing such things, I would actually be in the back, and it happened like almost every time I would go do a gig like that. If I had a week off, I'd go find a gig. They're like, "Hey, Scott, you off?" "Yeah, I'm off." Somebody would hear about it and come down and mix for us. Like, okay. But I would end up in the back, at the board with a fucking microphone, and I'd have to sing all the harmonies for them from back there. So I'm sitting there mixing and having to sing the harmonies. And
well, that's cool.
Yeah. Had a sound man out in McAllister, Oklahoma. He would actually do that along with, he had a keyboard set up back in the sound booth with him, and he would play keyboards. He played keyboards for the band. He was actually a member of the band, and they just needed a sound man, so they just threw the keyboard player off the stage and made him their sound man / keyboard player. I mean, his name wasn't Slash, but yeah,
that's pretty tricky.
Yeah.
we played a thing one time. There were 5 bands, and we were the third band. Okay. The first 3 bands played for an hour, then the last 2 bands played for like an hour and a half or whatever. So it was an all night thing.
And you were in what order?
We were the third.
Oh, okay.
And one guy in the band got under the sound man's skin before we played. And when we got up there to play, he threw this ungodly echo on the front of house and turned up the monitors.
On you guys?
On us. And so we're getting blasted with the monitors, so we couldn't hear it. And there's this ungodly echo on everything going out to the front.
Right. Yeah.
And the other 2 bands, they got really pissed off. They said that is a shitty thing to do to a fucking band.
Yeah.
And we played half our set like that before somebody finally told him, "Hey, fix the fucking shit."
Yeah, taking it out on you, and
he fixed it, and then the other 2 bands, they were real pissed off. And the one guy in the one band who got me involved in the thing, he said, "What the fuck? What's it say?" And the fucking guy's name was Hoot. The sound man's name, he went by Hoot.
Yes.
And
I know 2 Hoots.
I did too. I know another one that passed away that was a real good friend of my brother's. But anyway, this guy, the guy that got us involved in the thing, he goes, "What's to say he doesn't do that to us?"
Right.
He goes, "If you hear anything, man, you let me know right away." He goes, "Because I'm going to go down there and knock him the fuck out." And he told the guy, he goes, "Don't play any funny games with us, man, because I'll come down there." And there were no more shenanigans for the rest of the night. But needless to say, our band sounded like shit the whole fucking set.
Right. That's when you run over to the sound guy and say, either fix it, or I'm just, everybody in all the bands are just going to come back.
couldn't hear it because he turned the monitors up on us.
Right, but the other bands could hear what was going on.
Yeah, yeah.
So everybody should have, excuse the pun, banded together on the other bands and went and kicked his ass.
At first, people thought that was our thing, and my friend, whose name was Bob, knew that it wasn't.
Right.
And went over there and he told the manager of the club, he said, hey, and even the club manager went over there and says, hey, are these guys supposed to sound this way?
Well, you may not have sounded bad. You might have sounded like Pink Floyd.
Yeah, who knows?
They put that echo on everything.
Country
hello. Anybody in there?
Yeah. I hear that train a coming.
Okay, sing us a little bit with some echo there, Duncan.
You want me to sing?
I can do that.
Either one of you.
You already.
Coming around. I was in the middle of some prison. I was singing. Ever since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball. From Soho down to Brighton, I must play them all. I ain't seen nothing like him in any amusement hall. That deaf and blind kid sure plays mean ball.
Now, was it that extreme when you were playing?
I don't know. I didn't hear it.
You couldn't tell because there was.
No.
Oh man! For anybody out there who wonders, I know you're not wondering this. Let's say this: for anybody out there who is guitarded, if you're playing live, never, ever, ever, for God's sake, put reverb or the like in your monitors and do it real heavy because you'll be singing off key like a son of a bitch.
Yeah, we never put effects to the monitors.
Yeah, I've come across some people that are, it's always the lead singer, and he's like, yeah, put some reverb and delay in my monitor. It's like, don't put it on my mic. It's like,
you'll be coming in on the wrong timing as well.
Oh yeah, you'd be off time.
It's
beat off time. You're a beat off. You're a beat off.
I ask every sound man we ever work with, as soon as we start a sound check, I get on the mic and I go, can I get more talent in my monitor, please? And I make them laugh and I make them laugh. And then that usually sets the tone that, and we got this one guy, he loved our band. He goes, you guys are my easiest gig. It's 3 pieces with a singer and the drummer's electronic. All I got to do is hand him a line out. I don't have to mic any drums. And he would get us a good mix. Then I showed up with a 12-piece horn band one night and he about blew his mind. First thing in the morning, man, at this festival, Ribs on the Strip, our blues band, the Blues Project, and at the time there were 12 people in it. So there was guitar, bass, drums, and keyboard,
and then big horn section.
8 horn players. And
so you guys were quite horny.
We woke him up. He was asleep in his truck.
The sound
and
man?
We woke him up, and he goes, "Oh, great! I'm Ed. I'm glad we're starting off with you." And I went, "No." We're after this band. And he goes, nobody told me this. And I go, well, I won't tell you, Steve.
I just did.
12-piece band. He was like, God damn you, first thing in the morning. Jesus Christ. And this guy was a drinker too, so he was hungover. Like, I woke him up.
Oh, and then he had to do the biggest job that was going to be
run all the mics, get out all the mic stands.
Yeah, he would have had to use damn near 20 channels to do that band.
Oh, he had it. He had everything.
But I mean, to do that right off the get-go, that would suck balls.
He had to open up the trunk full of cables.
I opened up my trunk the other day. I found 2 bodies that I had left there, I don't know, months
Yeah.
ago. I mean, they were 12-year-old boys, but anyway.
Oh, no, Scott.
I didn't actually put them there, but they just found their way in there.
Like rats.
Well, they in the news. There's another serial killer in Indiana.
Why is he slaying some Lucky Charms?
They found
Serial
a Laotian boy face down in his cornflakes with a banana up his butt.
Now, God, I just got it. Okay. I had it, and then I gave it to somebody else. What was it I was going with, Ed? What was I thinking?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh, I know where I'm talking. Oh, I know. As far as effects on vocals go, it's cool to have, I think, a little bit of delay on a little bit of slapback on a live situation,
or some reverb.
Yeah, but
if you don't have the delay, some reverb.
Yeah, just a little bit, because folks, if it's country, then it's a whole different story. If you listen to any country station ever, or any country recording, effects, they don't use them. Done. Zero.
Well, the way ours are, the way our vocals
not
are
even
set,
that.
the way our vocals are set, there's a little bit of slapback, and when you're talking on the mic, you hear it.
Yeah.
But as soon as the band starts playing and you start singing, it kind of just washes out.
Right.
It's there, but you don't even really notice it.
Yeah, I've always had to find a way to, have the foot switch to shut it off if I'm going to talk to people, and turn it back on when we're actually singing, blah, blah, blah. A lot of units don't have that, so you have to run a cord into a looper. I'm not a looper, but a AB box, or just an on and off thing, where it goes through and has an on and off switch before it goes back to the mixer. Your mixers probably have the effects built in, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so if you're using outboard gear and you have a big, 19-inch rack mount unit, then from the output.
Back in the old days, you had to have that. You had to have a compressor limiter. You had to have a graphic EQ.
I'm still doing everything. Yeah.
I had to have a noise analyzer. God, it just went on and on and on.
Yeah, shampoo and conditioner.
Yep.
Did you ever use PERT? That's
No.
shampoo and conditioner in one.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Hey, I got this stuff at the dollar store. It's called 3-in-1. It's shampoo, body wash, and
lighter fluid.
Well, what's the third one?
Conditioner.
Shampoo. No, it's not conditioner. Shampoo, body wash, and
anal bleach.
Smelly good stuff.
Oh, fragrance of some perfume.
Yeah.
A fragrance.
I thought you just used WD-40, Ed.
Well, I used to shampoo my hair with Irish Spring.
Ooh.
Just a bar of soap.
What is it? Irish Spring, made for a man, but I like it too. Remember the girls that would do those commercials? Made for a man, but I like it too. Mm-hmm. I got to start practicing up on a girl's voice.
You're going to be getting good at it.
Yeah.
Way too good.
Well, no, with what you're thinking about, they never talk.
At this point, Scott,
yes.
I think it's only fair to our audience that we make a little announcement.
Is it time?
Yeah, I think it's time.
Half hour into it?
Half hour in. How many we got? We got Well, we've had like 50 viewers. We're down to 41. So, yeah.
Okay. For all you people, let's see if we get a rise out of anybody out of this one. Don't worry. Yeah, today is the last day for the live streams. Ta-da! Why? Because we're beating a dead horse. So if anybody's bummed about that, we may do it again at some point. But honestly, yeah, that's it. I'm taking up Ed and Duncan's time, and that's not why I'm doing it. They don't seem to mind at all. They offered up all their time. They haven't been compensated in any way, shape, or form, and it don't look like that's going to happen. Most people do actually, they'll say this video was sponsored by, which we've never had a sponsor, or they would say this one's sponsored by the channel and our Patreons, and that hasn't happened here either. So we're going to pull the plug. And thank you all for sticking around and doing the fun with us and all of that. But yeah, that's we're going to go for now. If I might actually do I thought I heard something. I might actually.
Hey, shut up.
I might actually do. Somebody said, "Hey, how about once a month?" Every now and then, if I get a hair in my ass, I'll make an announcement via something and just turn it on via just YouTube and do it that way instead of getting everybody involved. Like I said, if I get a wild hair at my ass, I'll just do it. But I can't imagine that for a little while, and I wouldn't want to leave the guys out unless we haven't talked about it as far as upcoming, things or the future. Yeah, I just let the guys know yesterday or today or something.
Half an hour ago.
Yeah.
The thing is, Scott, I mean, I can understand it because I must admit that when we first started doing this, we had really high hopes. We had, lots of people coming in, lots of super chats, and and it looked like it was going to really help you along and build. But unfortunately, the numbers have been dropping week to week, and we have less people watching. The people who are here, we love you very much for turning up every week.
Oh, for sure.
Because we know you. Yeah, we can guarantee you guys are here. Not a problem. And this is nothing. This is not a slant on you guys.
Nobody
who are here right now. It's the others. It's the other guys who aren't here right now. Them fuckers. So yeah.
We're not a Philip McKnight. We're not gonna talk about the latest greatest things. We're not going to show you new Paul Reed Smith guitars every week and
Donner guitars
and Donner guitars, and it was meant to be a little more lighthearted than that, but apparently people are so flippin' serious about it, and we never get the what's the best guitar for a beginner question. So
we will now.
Yeah, we will now.
But also, Scott said to me while we were off air. He says, "Well, he was thinking about the title of his channel. It's Groovy Music Lessons, and he always hoped, and we all hoped that these streams would become more of a lesson,
lesson oriented,
people. Yeah, and that hasn't happened. It's just three old guys goofing off with a lovely audience, and if that's not what Scott wants to do, that's not what he wants to do. And absolutely. Yeah. We're only here to do things what Scott wants to do.
Yeah. Duncan and Ed both approached me to do the show and to become friends and the whole 9 yards, and their friendship I couldn't value more than I already do. I might later, depends on what they do to me. It's not what they do for me. It's what
Scott
they do to
me. Dr. Groovy goes dark because Ed drove to Mesquite and pulled his plug.
No,
he's been pulling them. He's been pulling my plug for a long
no.
time.
The stream is ending because Scott is very, very quietly grown to hate us both so much that he can't bear to be in our presence.
That's it.
Well, no, it's
I'll be doing a video tomorrow. Dr. Groovy goes dark again because I fucking made it happen.
I'll be driving to North Carolina early in the morning. We expected from the first few weeks, we thought that it was going to take off and be more popular than it is. And not that we don't appreciate all you people that show up.
Yeah.
But when you compare it to some of the other guys that do streams where they get 800 people in the thing, I don't know if we could keep up with that anyway.
Yeah It's basically just become a place for you good people to come here and chat, which is fine. But
Shield in the chat says, what the heck am I supposed to do on Sunday nights? Spend it with my goddamn family. You could do that. You could pray.
That.
At least you'll know that I'm over here making content and stuff all day Sunday and all day Sunday night and blah, blah, blah. And for those people that are listening now that are channel members, I'm always going to be putting up videos every Sunday. I'm going to be recording them, but I'm going to be adding videos every week to the members of what do you call that there, Dunk?
The channel members.
The channel members.
So channel members. Scam.
Did you ever set up a Patreon?
Scheme.
What?
Did you ever set up a Patreon?
No, just the channel members. I don't know how to set
well,
stuff up.
if you made a Patreon channel for the channel members and occasionally put up a private lesson there.
Well, he's already doing it through the channel membership scheme, so it's the same sort of thing.
Okay, well, all right.
Yeah,
well, it's the same. It's the same thing basically. But Scott was saying to me also, that now he's got into this routine on a Sunday that he's here doing these live streams
that I actually take showers.
And instead of doing the live streams, he'll dedicate that time to actually doing the lessons.
Yeah,
so it's just like got him to a new habit.
Yeah, adding content to the channel members. So the names you see going across the bottom right now, those people get weekly videos that nobody else gets to watch. Okay, so you guys that are wondering, well, shit, I'm paying my 50 cents a month. It's like you'll still get, content, and I haven't made any content at all since the live stream started.
What about
Zero.
that rock guitar lesson I watched today? When did you record that?
1976.
Something like that.
No, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, that is all part of lessons from probably 10 years ago. Close to it. Yeah.
So yes, it's sad. It's sad that we're going to stop doing the streams, but hopefully it's going to be the channel members' gain that they're actually going to start getting the content that they actually subscribe to for.
Yeah, you guys are actually going to finally get that.
Yeah.
Well, in lieu of this,
who's Lou?
Duncan is going to produce a show for me that's going to be called All About Ed. And we're going to do everything I want to do.
Right. You think that's what you think.
and who do you want to do?
Let's do everything you want to do.
All right, we'll do that. I'll tell you what, we'll do that next week, and Scott can join us if he wants. And then
no, we won't, because I'll be in North Carolina.
But yeah, I know, but that's the perfect time for me to do it.
Oh, yeah, when
you won't be on it.
When Ed's not here.
And I'll do it on your channel. I'll do it on your channel. It won't be on Scott's channel. It'll be on your channel, and Scott will come on, and we'll just bitch about you all day.
We weren't going to be here tonight. I wasn't going to be here tonight because we had a gig, but it rained.
Right.
And
anyway,
the stage and the ground are all wet. So.
All right. Anyway, Ed, let's both of us shut up. Everyone's here from Dr. Groovy, not us. So, yeah.
Are the stage and the ground one and the same?
No, there's about a 3-inch difference
Between you and I.
But between the stage and the ground.
Ed's got 3 inches on me.
Between the stage and the ground. The stage is carpet. The stage is carpet and it's soaked. It got rained on.
Now, is yours?
What?
Is your carpet wet?
Not at the moment.
He's an old man.
Match the drapes.
Linoleum.
Somebody's going to get that in a little bit.
Linoleum.
You have linoleum down there instead of carpet? Is this? Am I the only one that's getting that?
No, I get it. I'm just keeping shut up.
Let's see what do I got?
As long as the collars and cuffs match.
I have Starfish.
Well, when the wife goes to get her hair done, there's an extra little box of coloring called Snatch to Match.
Box.
He said box.
A box.
He said box.
Okay, let's see if anybody I'm gonna look. Anybody can go ahead and yak. I just want to see what people have been saying since the announcement.
Silent Shred says Ed uses Manscaper.
Look, there is a guitar channel. There is a guitar channel that I watched that the ads that came up before their videos was for Manscaper.
Oh yeah,
I can't remember if it was the guitarologist or who it was, and I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, I think you should be sponsored by them. Even if you're not sponsored by them, I think you should do an advert for them at the beginning of all their videos, Ed.
Yeah, helicopter going overhead. Hey man, we got a bunch of rain out here in the desert yesterday. We got the California storm weather over here.
Are you guys rain deficient?
Oh, we get 1/4 inch of rain per year.
Yeah, it's not a desert for nothing.
Yeah, the Mojave Desert. Yeah, that's what it's called, the Mojave Desert. If you've ever heard of it.
It's not like if it rains, they just ship in tons of sand to dump on top of the wet sand to hide it.
Would Mojave Desert be spelled different?
Yes.
What?
It's got 1 S.
Oh.
Look at the questions coming up. What's the best guitar for beginners? Your guitar.
A piano.
Whatever guitars you own, Shield, those are the best ones for beginners. Not saying that they're shite, but
no, come on. Finally, you get the chance to answer the dream question that every streamer wants to ask or be asked. Yeah, you can't just leave it like that, Scott. You got to come on, pack it out, fill it out.
The one that you go check out and
put a name on it.
The one you like the most.
Yeah. What's the most expensive one you got behind you? And say that's the best guitar for a beginner. That's
the one that you can reach in your pocket and buy it in one payment.
One payment, yes. No layaways, no paying credit card bills every month. That's just bullshit. But stay away from the Donner crap and what's the other one?
Donner. Firefly.
Well, Delta Force says you can't go wrong with a Squire, but
Glary.
Couldn't you? You can go wrong with a Squire.
You can go wrong with every brand,
any guitar,
every
price level.
You can go in Oh, let's go ahead and use Gibson since I love them so much. Let's go grab 10 Les Pauls, all of which cost $3,000 brand new. And they're all identical.
Bound to find one that sucks.
You're going to find 2 or 3 that suck ass, 2 or 3 that are what you think are great. You're going to find some mediocre crap with frets hanging off the edge, and you hope they come back to where they're supposed to be. But nah, I guess most Les Pauls that have a bound fretboard generally don't have fret sprout. But you see what I mean? It's like you're going to find as many Squires that are good as you're going to find $3,000 Les Pauls. Are they going to be as good as the Squires? If they are to you, yeah. There are some amazing Squires. You got the classic vibes, and seem to be the ones that are the best quality to come along in a long time that Fender has put out.
They used to have the vintage modified.
Right. They have some cool stuff there. Glary. Stay away from that.
See, I don't think many people go into a guitar shop saying, right, I want to buy, a Fender Stratocaster, blah, 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 this model. And they'll get one off the rack for you to try. And,
yeah, if you're a beginner,
you go, oh, no, anybody. And I'm just talking anybody.
Anybody, okay.
I disagree.
Wait, you haven't even heard what I'm going to say yet. You can't disagree until you've heard what I'm going to say. But I don't think that people's like, they'll be handed a guitar off the rack and they'll play it and they go, yeah, that's great. I'll have this one, please. You don't ever hear anyone say, well, can I try 10 others of the same make and the same model? And so I can just try them all out. And then like one of them will be a good one and the other 9 will be shit. That doesn't generally happen, does it?
I don't know.
And should it happen?
They'll try the red one, they'll try the blue one, they'll try the white one, they'll try the pink one.
Yeah, never take your wife with you when you go shopping for your guitar.
Don't take my wife with you when you go shopping for a guitar.
Because she'll want a guitar too.
She'll get one and you won't.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what happens whenever you take your significant other is...
Can we leave now?
You will hear this. Yeah, can we leave now? Are you done yet? I want to roll over and watch The Crown. Oh! Anyway, they always say, get the pretty blue one.
Yeah,
it's always that.
It matches my shoes.
Yeah.
Get the red one. It matches your eyes. Bloodshot.
I quit doing gummies.
What I was disagreeing about, Duncan, was with YouTube now. Everybody that walks into a guitar store to buy something is an expert now.
Oh, yeah, because of this.
Yes, because they've watched Philip McKnight.
Or the other
or Dr. Groovy.
And most of them wouldn't. Well, some people I know have. They'll go out and buy what I have recommended over the years. But as far as all the new stuff, they wouldn't hear it from me. But I go by just common sense because I have it. Whether I ever act like it or not, it's so easy to look at a guitar, any guitar, and you're like, okay, that thing is 25.5-inch scale. The pickups are where they're located. Because if it was a 24.75-inch scale like a Les Paul, the pickups would be in a different position and it would not sound like a Strat. So I know that. If I look at where the pickups are located, if they're single coil, if they're humbucker, I'm going to know exactly what the flipping guitar is going to sound like without plugging it in. So I can go and just say, okay, there's no issues physically with the guitar and not even plug the sumbitch in. And chances 9 out of 10 times I'm going to be perfectly happy with whatever guitar I buy. Again, with just surfing online, chances are I'm going to get a guitar and it's going to sound exactly like I thought it would. So that'll happen. Humbucker guitars, very odd. If you have a 24 fret one, then your neck pickup ends way up here. Then you got the one at the bridge, and there's only about 2 inches between your two pickups. And that's what you get when you go buy like a PRS, CE 24 or any 24 fret guitar. But yeah, you get a totally different sound than if you were to buy a regular like Les Paul or something with 22 frets. They're going to sound amazingly different. So that's my spiel on that.
John Pearson, I watched some of that guy's videos.
Who's that?
60 Cycle Hum.
He's watched 60 Cycle Hum's videos.
And I after a couple of videos, I was just like, oh wow.
60 Cycle Bum.
Pop his comment up.
How do I not know the guy?
I can't see it.
He's a blonde-haired guy. He's got kind of a big channel. I haven't watched him in a couple of years.
I don't know who he is.
Well, you'll have to go find out.
Pearson says my brand new classic vibe 70s Strat blows. Sending it back. Yep, it can blow major dog, and the one sitting right next to it could be the best guitar you've ever had and better than your custom shop USA Strat. You know, it's just luck of the draw. Yeah, just like we mentioned a little bit ago, it's going to be what it's going to be. It's either going to suck or it's not, but it's going to sound like a Strat. If that's what is that what it was he had? Yeah, Strat. No matter whether it's Squire or Fender or Ibanez or whatever, if it's got the 3 pickups in the same places, 21, 22 frets, then they're probably going to have the pickups in the same distance, the same distance, the same what do you call that angle back here on the bridge pickup? Some of you guys that may not know is if you're going to go to a Strat guitar or a Tele or whatever, and you always get the ice picky sound, and it's just always too bright for you on the bridge pickup. They make plenty of them with the bridge pickup slanted the opposite way. And then it will not be ice picky or anything like that. That's what Hendrix's guitar would be.
Yeah, because it was just an upside down right-handed guitar.
Yeah.
I never thought of that. That left-handy I flipped over and made a Hendrix guitar out of that purple Squire.
Right.
That's a Squire Standard from 2000. It's actually not a bad guitar.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like when what you were saying right there, and it's I'll just say I don't like it because I don't like it, is when people say for the money. It's okay for the money.
While you're on the subject of Hendrix and his left-handed guitar flipped over Strat, I often I used to think about, why don't I make a Hendrix style guitar that's flipped over backwards and shit over?
They do now
for right-handed people.
They do.
Yeah, they do
have,
and that's why I didn't bother, because they do.
It's
because they do, yeah.
It's terrible. You've got no access to the neck on the lower strings because the horn's in the way, unless you have those fingers like Jimi Hendrix that were 9 inches long. The knobs are in the wrong place. The switch is in the wrong place.
No one said it was a good idea, Ed.
Okay.
but
quick story.
But people would buy it.
quick story.
Okay.
I bought that Guild. Having problems with it. I got to dress the frets now.
Okay.
Got my
Really?
tailor. I
That's
finally
why
got
you-
it straightened out. Got the buzz out of it. I
Okay.
got this Alvarez that I bought last summer. That is just. It's just a sit here in the room guitar to grab when you need to. You want to play something or you're learning something.
Sure.
You need something to grab. I don't know if I'd gig with it or not.
I call that a penis.
Yeah,
Just something to grab.
Grab.
Yeah.
My dad had a guitar he bought at the guitar store that was probably $119. It's called an Elica. And I put a Corian, not Corian, with Tusk nut on it. And I did a little work on it. I sanded the saddle down a little bit to lower the action.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to have it sitting here to play. Well, I put that away. What would my nephew's daughter be to me? My grand niece?
I'm always bad at that.
My nephew's daughter. Anyway, my nephew's daughter and my sister, and the little girl is only 10 years old. But my sister and her granddaughter play in a ukulele group
outfit, yeah.
of about like 20 or 30 people.
That many ukuleles?
Yeah, and they
Wow.
got the guy that's teaching them, and they play at this theater in Elkin, North Carolina, and they're going to play Sunday, so I'm going to go get to see them. Well,
Okay.
I told my sister I'm going to bring Evie, my dad's acoustic, if she promises to never get rid of it, because that was her great granddad's guitar, even though it's not that good of a guitar.
Right.
I pulled that thing out today. It plays fantastic.
Nice.
I almost had second thoughts. but I thought, no, it's going to someone in the family, a direct relative. It's my dad's great granddaughter, and I'll tell her this was your great granddad's guitar. Don't ever get rid of it. And my sister said she would love that, so I hope she does.
Right.
And I'm going to give her a tuner and some picks and a
Sure.
little pitch pipe and
Let's see. Go ahead.
guitar bag and an acoustic guitar stand. I'm going to give her everything she needs. Because she's already playing ukulele, so.
Yeah, so she actually has
the interest.
And she already has the chords, actually.
Yeah.
Because they play the same, except for there's the high string on the top, but you can go ahead and put a octave lower string on there, and it will sound like a guitar, because all a ukulele is, and you know this, but just for people out there that want to know, all a ukulele is like a guitar, cut off the low E string and cut off the A string, and then capo it at the 5th fret, and that's a ukulele.
Yep.
So you just play all the same chords you play on a guitar, without the two bottom, without the two top strings. And so if you actually only know how to play a ukulele, you're 2/3 of the way of being able to play a guitar.
And I'm pretty certain that they're learning to read music while they do this. So that puts her even another step ahead.
You bet. Yeah, nobody does that anymore. They're all
apparently this guy is making a killing doing this.
You'd be looking for getting anyone to read a fucking book these days. Never mind.
I know.
But Scott, we had a question. Well, it wasn't really a question.
Okay.
It was a kind of a statement from James Sanders earlier, and it's quite an interesting question because I don't think I've ever heard you comment on this sort of this side of things. It says, "Groovy music lessons. I've been thinking about doing a DIY kit."
Oh,
I think he means by buying a kit. I don't think he means by putting one out there.
One of them do-it-yourself kits that they sell.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I don't think I've
guitars together.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that's not the same as a kit, though, is it? I've never heard Scott talk about that sort of side of, the guitar world. Those kits you can get, they're really cheap, and
Right.
Well,
yeah, that's.
I mean, I think I know what you're going to say about it, but off you go.
Same thing as the Gibson discussion thing. I think with the kits, it's just going to be hit and miss as well. And whose kit you get, because there are some that are going to be just total junk right out of the get-go, no matter how many of them. If you bought 20 of them, all 20 are going to be bad.
Stumac has some guitar kits.
Yeah. And
Martin has a kit, but I think it's for an acoustic.
Wow.
The body's already made.
Yeah, everything's already
You have to
made
set
and
the
done.
neck. You have to set the neck.
Oh, okay. This one here is a DIY guitar, kinda. It's a Warmoth. So Warmoth neck, Warmoth body, blah blah blah, and I threw G&L pickups in it, but everything else is Warmoth all the way through.
That's a kind of like a different kind of kit mentality.
Different type of kit, yeah.
Yeah, where you are actually, buying premium products and putting them together yourself.
Well, that's called a DIM kit. Did it myself.
Pretty much, yes. Yeah, you just bought a guitar that was apart and then you just put it back together.
Yeah.
Basically what you're getting, is exactly that. They just took the whole thing apart so it would ship cheaper, and there you go. Put a couple screws in it and you're done. But at least, James, with the DIY kit, you'll get to learn how to sand, prep, do a finish, how to do wet sanding and all that stuff if you don't already know how. And there are 100 and 200 and 300 and 400 videos on YouTube that teach you how to do wet sanding and how to do all that crap, the DIY kits.
Well, the other thing is you could just buy a second-hand guitar, for really cheap on eBay, strip it down and repaint it. And that's not far off the same as doing a kit.
Yeah. And the kit, I will honestly say, I personally think, and I'm just throwing a number out there, 9 out of 10 of them that people do, they fuck the finish up so bad that almost every guitar ends up being natural colored. They stain it and then they put a little bit of clear with a rattle can and spray paint, the clear color over it. But yeah, usually they're just natural colored because.
Oh, Scott, I've seen some of those guitars where they just basically painted the body with a brush.
Oh yeah, nasty.
Oh God, they look nasty.
Here's a question from Delta 4. When it's finally time to call it quits, name some things you would and wouldn't miss about playing live.
I haven't played live in I don't know how long. Okay, so what's the question?
Name some of the things you would and some of the things you would not miss.
That goes back to the God, it's the only bad thing about, like I said, doing that singles act thing and doing backing tracks and stuff. It's just hard to not have the camaraderie of the, friends in a band that you can actually enjoy being with. That's always been a hard thing because I'm just always that much above everybody. So I'm always looking down on them. But, you could expect that from me. No, but that's what I already miss is that. But it's really hard to find people that you can hang with for a lot of days per week if that's what you're doing. If you're doing 5 days, 4 days a week, you're either going to get along really good and have some good buds, or you're just going to, like any regular job, some people are just going to drive you fucking nuts, and you won't miss that. So it's other things I miss the attention.
Yep.
And I hate this. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. If I go on the Craigslist, that's the worst place to get a gig or band members, because they all want to start off doing some death metal. 9 out of 10 of the bands. I use 9 out of 10 for everything I talk about. You go on there and it's just, you end up with all these shitty fucking people. Where was I going with the original thing, Ed? I had my brain on a training thing, but
what you miss and don't miss about playing live.
I was heading right towards something, getting ready to drive off the edge of the road with it.
Finding people to play with.
Yeah. The attention.
The attention.
Yeah. On Craigslist, there's the thing in every single ad, no egos. When they're looking for a guitar player, they're looking for a drummer. No ego. It's like if you're a musician, you better have a fucking ego.
Yeah, you need an ego.
Yeah, you're gonna call the band Zombie.
Yeah. It's like, you better have a big fucking ego and go put on a good show.
Oh no, we're a partisan collective.
Yeah, if you're a musician and you have zero ego, then you're playing jazz.
Well, you wouldn't put it over. Yeah, you're playing jazz. If you don't have some ego, you're not going to put it over.
No.
People are going to go, wow, what's wrong with that guy? He sucks.
Yeah, that's like, and I always use Kiss as my sounding board because.
Well, Queen as well.
When I do.
Queen was shit until Freddie Mercury turned up, and he was like all ego.
Yeah, but that's what made him great.
Yeah,
was the guy with the ego. You know, imagine Gene Simmons with no ego.
Well, I tell you, there is a problem though, because you do have bands where you have like band members who they're all ego but no fucking talent.
Egos. Right?
Yeah, just ego, no talent, and that doesn't work. You got to have some talent as well.
Sometimes it does work.
Oh, when?
Kiss.
James said, I was going to say Gene Simmons has enough ego for the whole band. Yep. And everybody else.
Family had enough ego too.
Yeah, Paul's got plenty. Of course, Gene runs the ego store and he hands Paul anything he's got left over. But with both of them being Jewish, neither one's going to give up anything.
Oh, racist and anti-Semitic, all on the same channel.
Yeah,
this is great. You get it all here. You get it all.
One of the things I won't miss is loading gear. I won't miss fighting weather. I won't miss loading gear in 2 feet of snow. I won't miss wrong notes.
Remembering things.
Remember, you're always 1 fret away.
I keep trying to remember that. I always remember to beat too late.
Yep. And if you hit a wrong note, hit it again. Just so they think you did it on purpose. Yeah.
Sometimes I hit it 3 times.
Yeah.
I'm playing all the right notes, not necessarily.
To convince myself that I meant to do it.
Yeah, God. Do you know why it is so hard to play a bad note on purpose? You know what I mean, Ed?
No, not for me.
I mean, if somebody says, like, I'm not going to compare myself to Steve Vai by any means, but can you imagine how hard it was for him on Crossroads to fuck up?
That's nearly impossible. That's nearly impossible because that's hard to do. And my problem now is with my hands not working the way they used to.
I know, I can feel that.
things that I used to be able to play without thinking, I have to think about them ahead of time now, so that I put in that extra effort to try to hit it. Because I'm struggling with arthritis and stiffness, and like doing the intro to something like this. Watch, I won't be able to do it, but you'll know what I mean. See?
Right.
I just can't. My hand won't do it anymore.
I don't think I can either. That was
Thinner
pretty
pick.
close.
Try a thinner pick.
I can't do it either.
So when we're trying to do pipeline, I'm going.
Exactly. Yeah.
It comes out crappy every time.
Yeah.
I should just go.
You should do a David Gilmour and just turn on the delay.
Yeah.
So it'll slap back every time you hit it. So you can just go. So that
might work.
Actually, if you look at videos of old rockers and they're playing, stadiums or whatever these days, when they were young, there would be like the 5 or 6 of them in the band, but now when they're playing stadiums, there's like 12 people playing in the band. And usually young people on guitars in the background. Now, who do you think
doing that fast picking part?
Yeah, who do you think is playing the really cool guitar bit? It's not the guy out the front anymore.
No,
you look at some of the later Eric Clapton doing Layla, and the other guy does the solo.
Oh yeah, yeah. There was a time. Hey, let's go back to Kiss again, since I love that so much. They still do it and have always done it for a long, long time, ever since I think Destroyer came out, which was their 4th studio album. But that's when the production actually got better, and they started pulling in other musicians to take care of the drummer and the lead guitar player's place, because they were either too fucked up to play or just not talented enough to pull off the parts that the producer wanted. But they'd always call in other people. They'd do that part, but they would have a keyboard player and 1 or 2 guitar players all hooked up and under the stage for all their live shows.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the one that got me,
like the 2 you got in your trunk of your car.
The little kitties.
A long time ago,
and the stand-in guitarist for you.
Yes.
A long time ago, I saw a thing, the Rolling Stones in Japan, and they had an orchestra, and they got Mick in the spotlight, and they got all these backup singers, and the strings come in, and they're playing. She would never say where she came from. And it's this beautiful music. And they play live in Cleveland. It's just those 4 stone drunk motherfuckers.
Right. Yeah.
Up on stage with Mick's voice blown. And Keith's so strung out that he doesn't even know which end of the guitar is up.
Oh, yeah.
And people screaming, it's like, these guys suck. Yeah, but they're the Stones.
They're stoned, all right.
Well, you got me there. They are the Rolling Stones.
Hey, we had a question. We had a question in the chat from Curtis Coleman. Howdy, Dr. Groovy.
I remember Curtis. How you doing, buddy?
He knows you.
Yep.
Do you like jumbo frets and
Yes, I do.
or scalloped frets?
Yes. Love both. I love jumbo frets with a scalloped
They sound delicious.
fretboard, and I love jumbo frets on all my guitars. I always have, whenever I need a fret job, actually new frets, I have them put actually bass guitar fret wire on there. I don't.
That doesn't mess with the intonation?
Nope.
No. Why should it?
Nope, not at all.
Just asking.
Because you can because you can get the old Fender style that's tall and skinny, or you can put on the great big jumbos and nothing happens with it. So just I go the next couple sizes up from the jumbos.
I mean, jumbos have still got a crown on them.
Medium jumbo.
Yeah. Now let's see. James said Ace Frehley from Kiss got to where he where is he? He wouldn't even show up sometimes to the studio, which is very true. They would bring in Bob Kulick or Dick Wagner are their names. Kulick's dead. I don't know about my Dick, but
it sounds like you're making those names up.
I know it sounds like it, but let's talk about Dick. Dick Wagner is actually a real guy that was on the Kiss albums.
Well, at least his name wasn't Harry Johnson.
Richard Cranium. But Ace Frehley would be just stoned off his fucking gourd or drunk or just didn't give a holy fuck. And he would be at the studio. And then the guitar player who just went in and recorded his parts would walk out and walk by Ace. And Ace would say, "So how was I?" And the other shill guitar player would be like, "You never sounded better." I love that.
Oh, now here's a great question. Here's a great question from the chat.
Okay.
Delta 41212. Is that your phone number? Are you doxing yourself?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
He says. He says, "Name some lies." He says in quotes, "you believed about guitar playing when you first started learning guitar." That's a great question.
It is a great question.
Yeah, all those guitar fallacies that we've listed in the past and you've done on your channel all these years, any of them you actually believed in?
Yes. Same as new guitar players, which is like he's talking about. But when you get to the saddles back here, where the intonation is adjusted, you'll see that it looks like two sets of stair steps. They go down like this, and same over here for those three. So you got 1, 2, 3 steps going down, 1, 2, 3 steps going down. I used to believe, like they told me, those all have to be lined up. It's like your guitar can't be correct or set up correct unless they're all perfectly lined up with each other. How's that for a fun one?
That was nightmare tuning.
So you're majorly out of tune all the fucking time. And I believed it so much that I did it that way for a good 5 years. Until
but didn't you notice, like, you go,
oh yeah,
that's not working?
I just thought all my guitars were shit.
Oh right, okay.
And I was using straight out of the gate a couple Les Pauls, and well, I guess they were shit. Les Pauls right out of the gate. They're like, line them all up. It don't matter where they're at, but just they got to be even with each other.
Yeah, the biggest lie right here is from Bill Hill, is you thought you'd get all the girls.
I got about 6 boys.
Yeah,
to add
the trunk of his car.
Yeah. I've got 3 more in the backyard.
Yeah. Now you don't get all the girls. You just did most of them.
Yeah, I have to give 1 or 2 to the drummer. He never got any. Now bass players are the last ones to get some.
Yeah, it's like throwing scraps to a dog, isn't it? Really?
It is.
Yeah, there you go. Chill on that bone.
And somebody talking about what I'm going to miss about being in a band thing. That, at least 1 girl per night, every night. Never the same one 2 nights in a row. Sometimes 2 per night, 3 per night. 3 at the same time. Well,
I bet the sound guy. I bet the sound guy.
I was that pretty one point. Go ahead.
I bet the sound guy at the back who was playing keyboards for you in the quiet darkness away from the stage, I bet he got nothing.
Nothing. No. No, made him wear a mask.
Yeah, I'm in the band. No, you're fucking not. I didn't see you. Shut up.
That's the only way that the guys from Kiss would ever have gotten any strange back when. Because them, you got some ugly motherfuckers underneath that grease paint. Gene would always say all the time, it's like, yeah, they'd always beg me to leave the makeup on, because, that was their fantasy, was to, be with Gene. And it's like, but they're like, he's like, you want me to take the makeup off and we can get at this, or we'll take a shower with me or whatever. It's like, no, just leave it all on and leave the boots on. And
I tell you what, that would probably make some interesting pictures of the imprints that makeup would have made on the ladies on the next morning, where that makeup ends up.
Oh, for sure.
It's like falling asleep in a wet newspaper.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you end up with the Ziggy or Garfield comics on the side of your face. Man, that would look like about any grunge or heavy metal band these days. You always have what looks like tattoos all over your face.
Yeah, I know.
Since we're country, we just put on, comic strips. It's not, a tear underneath our head or here, a swastika.
Yeah, it's personal ads.
Personal ads. Buy a lawnmower for 15 quid. That'd be funny as hell. Three-room flat for. I love it.
Bill Hill says Scott does speak the truth.
Yeah.
Lol. Hey, hang on a minute, Bill. Why did you have to add the lol on the end of it? Yeah, just Scott speaks the truth. There you go. Not the lol. That makes it sound sarcastic.
I'm guilty at the lols. I'm very guilty of those. I never used to know what it meant, but I finally found out. But I've never told anybody this, but I don't know if anybody here has known me long enough to remember it. I know that you two are, Duncan and Ed. I know that they've known me long enough, but I used to be the king of blocking every fucking body, and they'd get all pissed off. Oh, I didn't do nothing to Scott, and he blocked my ass, blah, blah, blah. And I did.
Well, I remember when you just plain shut comments off.
Oh, I did that too. And I didn't know because of that lull thing. I didn't know what the fuck people were doing. It's like, what the hell are these people? What the fuck? They're making fun of, I didn't know it meant laugh out loud or whatever. It's like, but I knew I hated people would write J-A, 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 J-A. It's like, what the fuck is ja, 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 ja? Oh, and I would block them. It's like it's it's an Arab. That. Yeah, I'm like it's some fucking Arab yelling at me.
What is J-A?
Exactly. I don't. It's supposed to be.
He still doesn't know.
They're supposed to. It's like a laugh.
Yeah. German.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah, it's like
I don't know.
Fucking Arabians or I don't know, some towel-headed motherfucker. Do we have any towel-headed motherfuckers in the chat?
Oh no!
Anybody whose wife has a dot on their fucking forehead?
Good job. This is the last one.
Let's go out with a bang, motherfuckers.
Oh fuck it, yeah, do it. If you've got a dot on the forehead,
so I'm throwing my computer away after this.
But yeah, it didn't take anything at all for me to block somebody because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. People would say something and it's like, I don't know what they're doing, but they're talking Japanese to me. And so now I'm on Japanese people. And I thought they were, calling me names when they're asshole.
Hey,
it's like, Scott, what about my asshole?
Scott, if you're good, come on. If you're gonna do it, let's start. Let's start in America and just work our way around the globe and just piss the entire globe off.
Okay,
no, we don't have enough time.
Okay, well, first you've got the United States of America.
You're all fucking idiots.
And then you've got North Carolina. And then you go over to Mexico.
Go over to Ohio.
I just gave the United States and then to North Carolina. And then down to Mexico and Canada. North Carolina is a whole fucking different place.
Hello, Dwight.
Oh, dear.
Is
God.
Dwight here? Hey, Dwight, what's happening, buddy?
Yeah, I think he heard that people were being incredibly racist, so he thought would show up.
Oh, cool.
Join in.
Now, yeah, Dwight, he's got like more flipping groovy guitars than I've seen a lot of people with. And who's the other guy that has so many awesome guitars?
I don't know, but Dwight has some really nice.
Yeah, Dwight's got an amazing collection. Jackson's and just
he's got some
real high end stuff.
He's got some high end Les Pauls.
Yeah, he's got a collection to put. He's
got a Martin that somebody put a 38 round through.
Sweet, I've got one he can put a whole bunch through. I'll give it to you for free.
I think it was a 38, wasn't it, Dwight? Fortunately, he wasn't holding it when they hit it.
Murphy. Go ahead.
Does it matter does it matter? The size of the round, the fact that there is one in it. That's so. Oh yeah, no. Oh, don't get out. I know you're Americans. You're all fucking. You start talking about guns, you also getting.
You guys. It's too late. It's too late for these questions now.
You see, we got a guy here from Brazil.
We're in the last half hour of the last show. We're not answering any questions. We don't answer questions.
No, we're answering questions. Shut up.
I played the fifth. I played the fifth. I drink the fifth.
You know what? If I'm ever in a position with a cop asking me a question, I'm going to say that. I drink the fifth.
I drink the fifth.
Yeah.
Oh, we were talking about using delay earlier to do the surf rock, that crap. I used to not have a delay pedal for a while before I could afford another one after mine took a big shit. So I would actually have to do my own delays. Like.
That's pretty cool.
So it's like I don't have a delay pedal, so
that's insane.
Yeah, it's like I'll play them all.
Can you do an echo?
Yeah, I can.
That's fantastic.
Well, we end driving my life away with. And I keep getting softer and softer.
Oh, yeah.
Fred kept slowing down. And I'm like, no, don't slow down.
Just
don't slow
fade
down.
out.
Just fade out. If you slow down, you mess me up.
Oh, God. I actually got the band in trouble, whatever band I was in, about trying to do a fade out. And those are hard to pull off live, of course. And unless you're, unless you're actually good. But I would tell people, or I did tell people, the entire audience, they're like, oh, how come you guys handed it like that? Some moron out in the crowd. It's like, it's supposed to fade out. And somebody knew what a fade out was. It's like, the only fade out you're going to hear from us is if you would just take your fucking self and start walking out towards the fucking door.
Yeah.
You get quieter and quieter. It's like, and then the owner come up, why the fuck you telling my customers to leave the place? And actually got shitty over that comment. It's like telling people to leave. It's like, dude, up yours. And I would tell a lot of club owners exactly that. It's like,
hey,
fuck you.
Last night, and I normally won't do this, but last night a guy came up and I could tell he'd been drinking
Hammered.
all day. He'd been drinking all day. They were partying pretty heavy.
Right.
Can I give a birthday shout out to my friend? And I said, well, what's his name? We'll sing happy birthday.
Sure.
He goes, no. I need the microphone. I go, look, the mic cord's wrapped around the stand.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to take the mic off the stand and hand it to you. And I'm not going to
drop
hand you my
it
mic.
and get a big dent in it.
So he leans over the railing and grabs my boom stand and yells into it.
You got to kick him right in the fucking teeth. Yeah.
He grabbed it and yelled, fuck Joe Biden. And I don't give a shit about the politics. It's the fact that he did that.
Yeah, just say, I fucked your wife.
Anybody. And I looked up and I saw the owner looking at me, and he's kind of shaking his head like, don't do it, Ed. Right. Don't do it. Just let it go.
There, man.
Let it go. And I was like, I wanted to go, you fucking asshole. What kind of asshole comes up and does that? And so I made the announcement. Well, that ends shout outs for this evening.
Yeah, and requests and anything else.
To be fair, I like to think of it that it's more that Joe Biden got a promise that night. So he's going to get some sex.
You know what? If he would have yelled,
put the X in sex.
Fuck Ted Cruz or fuck Donald Trump, it would have still pissed me off because it was the fact that he touched your mic. Cursing on my microphone, number one.
Right.
To a crowd that you're going to now alienate some of that crowd. You know,
people with their backs to you.
Not talk politics on stage or religion.
Yeah.
Unless it's a big
anywhere.
Joke,
unless you're at church.
Yeah.
With Joe Biden. With Joe Biden.
James Sanders, here you are. Yeah, he plays on stage in the church. So, I think religion is necessary in his case.
I'm reading Dwight's stuff. Just catching up, guys. Why don't you answer questions? That's not from Dwight. That's from Mark. That? Mark? Then you've got a lull under it.
Yeah, we did have a question. What was the question?
There was one.
Audio Murphy asked, have you ever broken a guitar neck?
Oh yeah,
but yeah,
Gibson.
and had it repaired or just trashed it.
Yeah, 61 Les Paul.
No, 61 Les Pauls.
Yes. I've broken the headstock off a few Les Pauls and had them repaired. I don't know why I bothered, but yes, did have them repaired. And was it ever the same again? You have to honestly go with the world-renowned comment of it ended up better than it ever was, and that is actually true. The glue was much tougher than the wood. Yeah,
the glue bond is way better than the actual.
My buddy's got a Guild guitar that's a beautiful Guild acoustic. And I go, can I, Dan, can I try that? He's, yeah, sure. And he hands it to me. And I turn it over, and there's a big crack on the volute where the volute would be on the headstock with a frickin' drywall screw in it. And I looked at him and I go, what the hell is this? He goes, my buddy dropped it and broke the headstock. He goes, and it didn't break off. It just kind of splintered, and I glued it, and to hold it a little bit better, I drilled a hole and put the drywall screw in it. And I just went, oh my God. Have you ever heard of a clamp?
Right.
Well, come on. Be fair. We're both on Facebook. We have seen some horrendous guitar repairs. All over the internet. So,
I've done some horrendous guitar repairs.
So have I.
Now, I think the grooviest thing I've seen when you talked about that screw in the top of the headstock there, or at the volute there, had a guy that heated up via a torch, like he's getting ready to weld something, but heated up a wrench, bent the end of it over, the entire socket end of it, bent it over, at about a 30-degree angle or so, put a hole through it, drilled a hole through the, here's the wrench, and he drilled the hole like through here, and then put it over here, drove a screw straight into the hole that goes into your whammy. So he put a bigger screw in there just so it would go right into the metal and go in there. And it had that wrench hanging off the guitar, and that's what he used for a whammy bar. Yeah, a wrench. It would move like this if you really gave it a move, put some force on it. But yeah, I've been using that for 10 years, that wrench.
Genius.
Isn't it? Yeah, he had broken off a whammy bar or something inside of there and didn't know anything about tapping them and, backing it out of there.
Well, yeah, you never find one the same fucking tap size. Yeah, that's the problem with whammy bars. They're all fucking different. There's no standardization on whammy bar threads, you bastards. Why is that?
Yeah.
Why is there no standardization on whammy bar threads? Why is that? Fucking hell. Tell me right now. I want to know right now. No, shut up. Shut up, Scott. Shut up, Ed. I'm having a rant here. Why is there no standardization on threads on whammy bars? You can get a bolt. Oh, I want an M4 or an M8. And yeah, no problem. It will fit everything else. That's an M whatever.
So the guy with the wrench had a good idea.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Use that for everything because it would make more sense and fit everything.
It just drives me potty.
I know.
Anyway, sorry, Ed. No, I'm my rant's over. But yeah,
I've got so many guitars behind me that are just Fender guitars. They're all Strats, every one of them,
and they don't switch.
They don't fit with each other. The whammies won't fit on this one. They don't fit on this one, but they do on that one. And it honestly doesn't matter if it's from Mexico, Japan, USA, blah, blah, blah. They're all fucking different.
When I bought my Strat, they didn't send the whammy bar. And I called Musician's Friend, and they go, okay, well, we'll send you one. And they sent it, and there must have been a ding somewhere on a fret, or on a thread. Because at first, it would not go in. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. And I fiddled with it for a minute, and I felt it grab, and I turned it once or twice, and it was kind of stiff, and I said, it ain't going to fit. And I gave it that one last turn, and it went, and it went, and it fit in. So I screwed it in and out 2 or 3 times and put some WD-40 on it, and it's been fine. I take it off every time I put it in the case. So
I do that with my penis.
It was the right one, but somewhere there was some damage to a thread, one of those first threads. And I wonder if that's why when they sent me that guitar, that's why they didn't send the whammy bar, because there was a ding in the thread on the block. And, so they just said, well, we just won't send them the whammy bar, and then we'll take it from there,
There you go. Somebody tell me this, because I don't know the answer. And it has to do with Duncan's comment. If you were to actually, okay, let's go this way. Are all blocks on Fender guitars from other countries, or from any Fender guitar from everywhere, are the blocks interchangeable? Screw the whammy bar. Fuck that.
No.
Is the actual block...
I would say no.
No, they won't even match up to the actual bridge itself.
Yeah, the screw holes will be in the wrong place.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You could always order a block, put that on, then your whammy would fit.
Well, that's the amazing thing about the Stratocaster. The Stratocaster was designed for an efficient
everything
build.
to fit. Yeah, it's like James was talking about. He wants the do-it-yourself thing.
Yeah.
That's basically what a Strat was supposed to be.
Yeah. But every single part of it is completely different. Yeah. It's completely even so much as the scratch plate won't even match up. You know, just like really simple things, and nothing matches up. And no chance whatsoever.
And you've got from the old days till now, USA. Let's just go with that. USA Strats or Tellys, either way. Let's go with the Telly real quick. You got Tellys from the old days that had 5 screws in the scratch plate or the pick guard. And then they went to 8 screws. And then on the Strat, they started off, with like 8 screws, and they went to 11 screws. It's like you have to buy. You have to look out. You can't just say, hey, there's on YouTube. Not YouTube, on eBay. There's one I really like. That's cool. You have to research the goddamn thing, see how many holes are in the scratch plate there, and then once it gets there, even if that part was actually somehow made in the USA, which of course it's not, but it's still the fucking screws won't match up. Yeah. So you get one that says Fender on the actual package for the pick guard thing, and you put it on your brand new USA Strat, and it won't fit. The screw holes don't line up. It's amazing.
Well, the same with pickups as well. You get a pickup to fit in a Strat. It will not match the same dimensions of the pick guard that you've got, and it's a fucking nightmare.
I've had to finagle. Easy. Yeah, I've had to finagle so many things and bend screws so they'll kind of go over that way, or put a screw in. I'm going to put a screw in at this angle, just so it'll kind of reach towards the hole.
That's called cattywampus.
Cattywampus. I used to smoke some of that. No, that's cannabis. Cannabis. We had that on one of our buses. We had that one was a 1958 GMC 4104 bus. You'll see that same bus on Andy Griffith every now and then when they're dropping off some people there. But anyway, on the front marquee where it would say Charlotte or Dallas or wherever they're going to, you crank that thing on the side and it switches different cities where it's supposed to go. We painted over one of them, painted it black, and then got a stencil and just did a stencil that said CANI and just left it at that on the marquee on the bus. So it's a canny bus. Isn't that brilliant? So few people got it, but we thought it was funny as hell, but we were stoned. Let's see. DKG Custom has a question.
Oh, don't listen to that old cunt.
I'm not answering that one.
You and your fake English accent.
Took me hours to perfect.
Do Michael Caine.
I already did it.
Yeah, I did, and his wife didn't like it very much. So what can I say? He liked it.
Yeah, Shield's correct too with the nut sizes. I know. One hangs lower than the other, but he's talking about if you've ever looked about the nut sizes being wrong, even if you buy them from Fender or whatever. I'm just going to use Fender now.
Well, it used to be back in the old days, any GM product, if you had a small block, you could take the starter off any damn car that was a GM car and put it on your car.
Oh, really?
Pretty much, I think.
I'm not a car guy, so I really don't know. That's why I'm like, oh, really? I know I had keys to my car, which was a lovely, what the hell was that thing? Mercury Bobcat. One step down from a Pinto, I think. Fucking bomb on wheels.
It was exactly the same car.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Except for that emblem.
Yeah.
But that key would fit and start every other Mercury, Bobcat, and Benno, and everything else in that class. It would start any car you fucking wanted to that was like yours.
I tell you what. Do you want to hear a very, very embarrassing story? When I was years and years and years ago, when I was working at Pinewood Studios, I pulled up to the gate and went to the guardhouse to go and get the keys to the workshop I was working in, and accidentally locked the door of my car with the car running with the keys in the ignition, and it just like slammed it shut. And it's like, oh, fuck. And so the queues were backing up behind Pinewood Studios with people trying to get to work. And my car was in the way. And the security guard goes, no problem. He comes out with his door key, is like his Yale door key. He shoves it into the lock of my Ford Cortina and just like clunk, opens it up. It's like, hey, you could just open it up with a hard stare.
Yeah,
Ford Windstars, their minivans, they had this lovely feature that 15 seconds after you shut the doors would lock automatically. And my stupid buddy kept getting out of his van and shutting the door and walking away, and then he'd hear click. And he'd turn around and there'd be the van sitting there running with the keys in it. And he did that 2 or 3 times before he finally learned, leave a window down or shut the car off, pull the key out. And that was annoying as hell. I couldn't believe Ford did that. 15 or 20 seconds after you shut the door, man, the doors would just automatically lock.
Sounds like the old Chrysler that I had was a better idea, even though they fucked up after a long, anything electrical always fucks up after a while, especially if you live in a place that snows and rains, which I don't now. But anyway, they had the keypad. Yeah. So it's a keyless entry. So if you did lock your key in there, just beep, 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 and then the door would unlock. And now they need to go back to something like that or do it on your phone. I don't know if they have such things with an app on your phone that can unlock your car while your key's in it. I don't know.
Mine has a key fob where you don't even put the key in the car anymore. You just have to have it on you and put your foot on the brake and push the button and the car starts. You don't actually stick the key into a keyhole and turn the key.
I can't remember the last time I've stuck anything in a hole.
It's probably a whammy bar. Right, now we got 10 minutes to go, everybody. Now,
some people probably don't know, do they?
Yeah, so if you don't know, this is the last of the regular streams from Dr. Groovy on a Sunday night.
Yes, it is.
So, I'm just gonna do a little begging thing here, right, guys? If you've enjoyed, I say Scott's company, but other buggers who have turned up. It was James Sanders. We've had Jerry on. And also what's Dick Dawson. We've had all kinds of people on the show. Now, if you've enjoyed it, even slightly, stick your hand down the back of the sofa, see if you can find some coins, and just give Scott a little super chat just to say thanks, and that would just to show your appreciation. That's all, or just say something in the chat and. Say thank you, Scott. Kissy kisses. Love you.
Yeah,
I'll suck you later.
I'll suck you later.
The chat goes dead silent.
That's right. You can toss something this way to give to Duncan and give to Ed. They haven't got anything except for paying for their own.
I got a
merch
shirt today.
Oh, you got the shirt today?
Yeah. With Zelda written on the tag.
Does it say it on her? Yeah, I never took the tag off. Yeah, I figure I'll just leave it there and let him put it in with his whites and have that
ink run,
Sharpie marker ink run all over all your white clothes.
Yeah, I don't want anything, but you can always just send me that Kurzweil you got behind me. But never mind.
James
There we
Sanders,
go.
thanks.
Oh.
That's one thing. I do not wear white. I'm too sloppy to wear white.
Okay,
James,
I get
thank you,
a
buddy.
chance to do this. It's been a while.
I get to do this one more time.
James Sanders. Well, of course, you didn't have to do that because we know you
Of
just
course.
an amazing, lovely person, and we love you being here.
Yeah, James has done so much. And just can't thank you enough and appreciate that, buddy. You know I do. We do. Oh, I don't know how to use and never have used emoticons. Is that what they're called? There's a guy with a cowboy hat over there. Emojis. See, I told you I didn't know what they're called. I've never used one before, but I see one with a cowboy hat that Dwight put up. That's cool.
And of course, we have the special ones for the subscribers that I've just thrown in there. If you remember, you get to use the groovy music lessons little emoticons.
Oh,
but
tonight
only. I don't know. It's like it's this little picture. I don't know.
Hey, there's still a bunch of these if you guys need one.
Silent Shred says thank you guys. No, we thank you. No, we thank you for turning up because I don't know if you realize it. We don't just do this on a daily basis and just hang out. We do this for you, and it's only you people who show up and share your time with us that makes the show. So no, all the thanks to you guys.
Yeah, and again, I'm just going to go ahead and, for those who don't know, yes, like you said, this is the last show for now. Always have hope. And every Sunday I will be making new content for the channel subscribers. They're subscribed right here, or channel members, I should say, and for the actual regular channel. So on Sundays, I will be making all those and uploading them when I upload them, but I'll try to do about 40 or 50 every Sunday. And then no, you'll probably see a couple per week for the people who are the channel members, and different ones for the people who are on the regular channel. For those of you who don't have 2 cents to rub together, you'll still get videos as well. I'll just do better videos for the channel members. I might edit those and make them pretty, but the other ones will be just the way they were, and single camera shot. And I'll be for the cheap people, I'll actually go ahead and start doing the lessons shirtless. How's that? I've got a hell of a set of tits. Look at these things.
Hey, Scott, stop giving it away.
I'm not giving this stuff away for free. No,
you just wait. Yeah.
I got rid of the nurse. She's gone.
I'm going to jump in at this point. This is not the end of Dr. Groovy. This is only the start. He's going to be on another adventure. So just you fucking wait.
Oh.
But don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to. Yeah, I'll tell you another secret. Did you guys know that? Just for fun, over the years, and still, that I've actually got a few other channels. They've been out forever. So if you guys get to find my other channels and go watch those, go do it. I've had videos on them forever, and people just ignore them like the plague. But yeah, I've got like 3 or 4 other channels. So if you ever want to know about them, ask. And okay, it's about that time to say goodnight, kids. And again, much love to Ed and Duncan both. They've been amazing and just as good of friends as you could ever ask for.
You could buy.
As you could buy. And I've paid them so much.
Well, no, it's been a pleasure doing it. You know, we'll look forward to the future, see what happened.
Hopefully get to do it again. Yeah. We'll rehash things, think things through, try to come. You guys let me know as well. You've got my email. It's on every single video that I have, because it says send me money via PayPal at this email address.
Hey, shit! Just put it in the chat. You know, in underneath this video. What do you want to do? Let's go.
But yeah, email me your ideas that we could possibly, that we could actually not possibly, but actually consider that would actually. Gear Freak, there he is. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, Gear Freak.
Mucho gracias.
It's not the show's final episode. It's the last of the regular Sunday night show.
The regular, yes.
We're not done yet. We're not done yet. He just wants to concentrate and try to figure things out. So just
let us know what we can possibly do to make things actually better. Not better. Well, I guess better for you guys. I know you guys are here to hang out and you guys have been amazing, period. But if you come up with something that can make the channel actually grow and we can come back and do it again, something to bring more people in. I don't have the answer and neither do the other guys. We just don't know what to do, but it has simply come to that point that it has dwindled down to kind of like me. I'm like a small campfire out in the wilderness. I'm cheerful, but not too bright. And so, yeah, any ideas you guys have, please email them to me and let me know. And might use 10 of them and actually put a show together. Okay. So that's it for me. Big love to everybody that has been here and that will continue to also hang out with me and the guys. Make sure you sign up and with Duncan and Ed, make sure you go over there and become a member with them and all kinds of thumbs up. And don't forget that Ed's got shows that he does. He always has stuff with his band playing. He'll show you how to cook a tuna sandwich. Do you cook a tuna sandwich? I guess you can if you have a melt.
My next video will be peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and what?
Jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly.
As shampoo.
Oh, shampoo, conditioner, and fragrance of some sort. But yeah, just big love, bunches of love, and a couple of fuck yous. But I might learn to like some of you that have the other thing. And again, Duncan, love you. Ed, love you. I'll never not be in touch. And
of course,
I'll let them guys both say goodbye and then we're out of here. So I'm done. And thanks for all the fun, guys.
It's been fun. You never say never because never's a long time, but so long for now. And everybody just keep your eye on Scott. He'll be doing stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, night night, everybody. I wish I could think of an appropriate little song to sing to you all, but I can't think of anything.
May old acquaintance be forgot.
Okay, no one else can remember the rest of them.
We gotta have Ed sing this one.
I don't know what that is.
Happy trails
to you.
Lovely. Okay, Duncan, let's get out of here and go grab some pie.
Okay, I'm going to hit the credits. So good night, everybody, and thank you. God bless. We'll see you in the future, whatever the future is going to bring. So good luck to all of you. Stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Good night, everybody.